Have you ever imagined owning a luxury house with everything you could dream of? Massive pool, huge bedrooms, and a fancy living room, but no one wants to buy it. Sounds insane, right? But that's exactly what's happening to some celebs around the world. These are the abandoned celebrity mansions you won't believe are real. So don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's dive in. Bruce Lee, the legendary martial arts master, left behind a legacy that still hits hard today, but after his sudden death in 1973, his home in Hong Kong became more of a shrine than a residence. Nicknamed the Crane's Nest, this two-story house had about 5,000 square feet and featured 11 rooms with a mix of Western and modern Chinese style. Lee's family didn't stay long, and after they moved out, the place started falling apart. In 2012, it went on the market for a jaw-dropping $23 million, and even though fans pushed for it to become a museum, it's been left empty ever since. Now more of a pilgrimage spot for die-hard fans than a home. Back in 2003, actress Brittany Murphy bought a home from none other than Britney Spears, who claimed the mansion was haunted. Britney lived there for 6 years, first with her mom and later with her husband, until her tragic death inside the house in 2009. Her husband died there the following year. With all that dark energy, no one in the family wanted to go back. Strangely enough, all the furniture was removed from the house, something you don't usually see out there. The place was put up for sale in 2011 for $2.7 million, nearly $1 million less than what she paid. In 2023, they tried to sell it again, saying it would be remodeled, but it still sits there in the middle of Hollywood with no takers. The world was stunned when P. Diddy got hit with some of the most disturbing criminal allegations out there, many of which supposedly happened during parties at one of his LA mansions. After his arrest in 2024, the house was emptied out and left to rot while investigators dug into it. That's when a group of urban explorers decided to sneak in. Even though the place is surrounded by multi-million-dollar neighbors, they managed to record footage of the massive property, 8 bedrooms, 16 bathrooms, and tons of over-the-top rooms. They even found cameras and other things that could link Diddy to the accusations. The only thing still working is a set of eerie blue lights meant to scare off intruders. The rest of the security totally shut down. This one wasn't abandoned by choice, and looks like it's gonna stay that way. When Mike Tyson was still the heavyweight champ of the world, he bought a baller mansion in Ohio back in 1989 for $300K. A lot of money back then. The house had over 25,000 square feet, with 5 bedrooms, 7 bathrooms, an indoor pool, basketball court, and even cages for his pet tigers. Yeah, really, crystal chandeliers and tiger print carpet just screamed Tyson's wild lifestyle. But money troubles hit hard, and he sold it in '99 for $1.3 million to businessman Paul Manea, who later got busted for money laundering and never even lived there. The house has been sitting empty ever since. There have been some sale listings with footage showing off how well Tyson had fixed it up, but honestly, it's just a massive white elephant now, probably never gonna be a home again. Some celebs try to sell their homes and just can't. In 2001, Johnny Depp bought a nearly 600 square foot village-style property in the south of France. The place is straight out of the 19th century, with 12 buildings including guest houses, a chapel, a private restaurant, and even an art studio. He poured cash into restoring it while keeping its old-school charm, but after splitting with French singer Vanessa Paradis, he put it up for sale, but no one bit, probably because of the sky-high price tag. 10 years later, it's still empty. Some parts are looked after, but it's mostly overgrown. Depp's still trying to sell it for around $55.5 million, but luck clearly isn't on his side. Back in '92, Nirvana frontman Kurt Cobain lived in a mansion in Hollywood with Courtney Love. That's where he wrote In Utero and where their daughter was born, a major spot for fans. But when Kurt moved to Seattle, the house got passed around to different owners, but no one ever moved in. The value's dropped by half, mostly because the place has gone downhill. There are still photos of Kurt inside the house, which looks almost the same today, but word is the current owner plans to tear it down and build something new. So yeah, the unofficial Nirvana memorial probably won't be standing much longer. When Whitney Houston passed away in 2012, the world lost one of its most iconic voices, but her former mansion has also fallen into complete silence. This 8,000 square foot home, once a glamorous space filled with luxury and style, has been abandoned ever since her personal belongings were cleared out. It doesn't even look like anyone stepped foot in there for years. The property is now totally vandalized, tagged up by graffiti, windows broken, and no security to stop any of it. Back in 2013, it was listed for $4 million, but no one was interested. Eventually, the family just walked away from the sale. With all the damage and neglect, it's safe to say the place is worth way less now. These days, it's more of a hangout for teens looking to spray paint the walls and sneak into the pool, which, by the way, now looks more like a horror movie set than a pop diva's backyard. Donald Trump is known for his business empire, his political run, and a long list of failed ventures. Among his 6 bankrupt casinos and dozens of closed businesses, there are a few real estate flops too, including a massive, now abandoned mansion in Georgia. Details are scarce about why the property was left to rot or why no one's bought it, but it's huge and super flashy, just like you'd expect. It originally cost a whopping $9.1 million with sprawling rooms and top-of-the-line features, but now, in its current rundown state, that price tag feels like a joke. No updates, no buyers, and no explanation. Just another mystery in the long list of Trump's "what happened there" properties. Back in the early 2000s, Nelly was at the top of the charts, and like many big names, he put some of that cash into a mega mansion in Missouri. He picked up the 6-bedroom, 7-bathroom home in 2002 for $2 million, planning to remodel it with a contractor friend. The place had it all: game room, private theater, sweeping views, everything a chart-topping rapper could want. But the Reno plans flopped, and the mansion was never touched. After sitting empty for 2 decades, the house started to seriously fall apart. In 2021, it hit the market again for only $600K. Talk about a loss. Rumor has it Nelly originally bought the place to gift to his sister, who sadly passed away in 2005. After that, it seems the project just lost all meaning, and the home became a forgotten piece of his past. Hurricane Katrina in 2005 devastated New Orleans and left a trail of destruction, especially among the city's wealthiest residents. Most of them rebuilt. Birdman, though, he just left. The rapper had purchased a high-end mansion just a year before Katrina hit, and after the storm wrecked the area, he never came back. Surprisingly, the property is still in decent shape. The lawn is mowed, the exterior isn't trashed, and it looks like someone's quietly maintaining it. No squatters, no graffiti, no wild parties. It's like it's frozen in time. Most likely, a management company is keeping it in check while Birdman moved on with life, probably forgetting it's even under his name. Mary J. Blige is royalty in the world of hip-hop and R&B. Back in 2003, she lived in a jaw-dropping Hollywood mansion with glass walls, 4 stories, and a cutting-edge music studio. The house was even featured in the music video for Last Night by P. Diddy. But like a lot of star homes in LA, it didn't stay glamorous forever. Turns out, Mary didn't actually own the place. She was renting it for an insanely high price. When she moved out, the landlord was stuck with a luxury property that no one else wanted to rent or buy. It fell into debt, disrepair, and eventually total abandonment. Oh, and there's even a DeLorean sitting in the garage, just gathering dust. Now the once glamorous house is a magnet for vandals and party crashers, right in the heart of one of LA's wealthiest neighborhoods. In 2024, international drug trafficker Orhan Ungan, better known as the Ghost, was finally captured after years of using fake identities and dodging law enforcement across the globe. But when authorities found his mansion in Belgium, jaws dropped. This massive estate, built in the 1930s, looked like something out of a movie. Inside, everything was top tier. Black marble bathrooms, walls painted with gold dust, and Versace marble on the floors. And that's just the inside. The house itself is considered an architectural masterpiece. Even though it's now seized and empty, people still line up to sneak a peek at what he left behind. The property is expected to go up for auction soon, and the price still being calculated. This mansion proves one thing: crime might look glamorous for a while, but eventually you get caught, and all that luxury just sits there collecting dust. Thanks for sticking around till the end. If you liked this crazy list of abandoned celebrity mansions, drop a like, hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you in the next one.